Are we on the internet? If only you knew the dirt she had on me. We are on the internet.
Woo!
Good evening and welcome to Talks Machina. My name is Brian Foster and I will be your host for the evening tonight. We'll be discussing episode 94 of Critical Role, Jugs and Rods.
Woo!
We'll also be giving out our GIF and Fan Art of the Week prizes and answer your questions with my guests, Taliesin Jaffe, Laura Bailey, and thank God, Ashley Johnson. All that and more tonight on Talks Machina. Hit it, Denise. High five.
Kind of bear.
Welcome back. How is everybody?
Good.
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
Look at this mini trinkets.
I know.
Where did he come from?
Hi, Mini Trink. He was handed to me
He was handed to you?
Yeah.
By who?
by Seth.
By Sax? How nice.
Oh, Sax.
They're playing video games over in
I
the
know.
corner.
Yeah, they are. Just giving away bears.
If Trinket has a baby, you could just put it in Trinket's arms and Trinket could just sort of hold it.
Trinket could have a
It looks like a baby if Trinket had a
Sure.
baby.
It could be polymorphed into a female and have a baby.
That's
And
true.
That
then-
would be weird otherwise, wouldn't
What
it?
if in the past year he had a baby? What if Trinket had a baby over the year?
Who's the
Tova.
Tova? Oh man. Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go, Tumblr. Here we go, Tumblr. You just set Tumblr on fire. I love it. Okay, a couple of
Your
announcements.
beard is coming in so
Thank
nicely.
you.
Yeah.
Well, I did it for you.
I'm so happy.
It's going to be a few more weeks of sadness. Same thing I tell Ash every morning when we wake up. And then it'll be good. Then it'll be good. Hey, a couple of announcements before we dive into all of the jugs and all of the rods.
All of them.
So many.
So many.
Liam's One Shot is Thursday night,
Woo!
featuring everybody.
You.
Everybody this time, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be there, and we're going to talk about it next week on this very show.
Hey.
Thanks to everyone who filled out the survey. I believe it's over as of today. So thank you very much to everyone who told us where you watch Critical Role, how you watch it, blah, blah, blah. Next week, I will be on a show that comes on after Talks Machine in the Dark at 9 p.m. on Twitch called AXYB. So stay tuned. I'll be on that next week. New Signal Boost is out with Angela Hill. She's awesome. She's a lover and a fighter. She's great. Watch that. It's on the Geek and Sundry website. Gil's t-shirt is up for sale until the 22nd. Gil's Don't Fuck Me Gil t-shirt.
And
Proceeds go to my friend's place.
heck yeah.
Booster.com/don'tfuckmegil. Look at Denise. Look at Denise. She put it on the screen the second I said it.
She's the best.
Yep.
Wednesday Club tomorrow. Taliesin, tell us what we will be discussing tomorrow on Wednesday Club.
Tomorrow on Wednesday Club is Comics 101. We are going to be taking you through the very basics of how to read a comic book if you've never read a comic book before, what direction to go, what the different bubbles mean, why some things are bolded and not, why how much time happens between the panels and how panels work with like the notion of time and which direction to go, the whole crazy. It's going to be great.
Fun.
Should
Yeah.
I perhaps learn how to read first?
Clutch.
That's, I'm sure we could work around it, but that might help.
Everyone around here keeps telling me I should do that first, and I say, I like to put the cart before the horse.
I was going to say, if you learn to read, then we'd have to start writing things on those cards, as opposed to just giving you something to throw. So
Don't let them know that they're blank.
Just stick
We all get
figures
something.
drawn by Grog.
Don't let them know that I am secretly Arsqueef. No, I'm kidding. I'm not secretly Arsqueef. First question. I'm very proudly Arsqueef. No, I'm kidding. First, I think Arsqueef might be from England.
Yeah? Oh, arse.
The only people who like my sense of humor are usually from England or Finland. Up first, a question.
True, actually.
yeah.
It is,
We
right?
found this. So many people that we've met from Finland who have seen the show are like, "You have the humor we love."
How many people have this that been?
I think two.
Two, actually.
so many.
You know what? I'm just
all
trying
of
to
them.
give you some boost your confidence.
I get it.
More than
I appreciate
twice
it.
as many.
You're very beautiful.
Thank you. You're handsome.
Here we go. Episode 94. First question is for Ashley and Taliesin.
Oh.
And this comes from Boats 911. Do you think Percy?
That might be my favorite name ever.
It's pretty good.
Oh my God!
Boats.
We
911.
won.
That's my favorite name.
That's my sense of humor right there.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
You know what I do when I see two boats right after the other? I call 911. Ashley and Taliesin. Do you think Percy would have signed a contract with the devil if Pike was with the group in the Nine Hells? How do you think that would have gone differently?
I think he would have done it secretly as opposed to actually doing it in front of everybody. I'll say that. I would have
Yeah.
probably. Your character is the only one that really causes shame in the rest of us that I can
It's
think
so
of.
true.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the best way.
No, shame's a good thing.
I'm not like the woman behind.
No, you're not like the
Cersei.
bell.
No, you're like
Winger.
you're like the little sister walking into the room when like something bad is over. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything's we're watching
This is true.
CVS.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you would have done it in private.
Yeah, I would not have let anyone
You wouldn't
know.
have done it in front of me because I would have.
You would have looked at
been
me.
like,
You would
this
have
is a bad
not
idea.
let it happen. Yeah, you would have been like,
Yeah. No, I would have given you a
You
look.
would have done the
the
look.
big eyes.
You don't want
Ah,
that.
you
You don't
did
want
that
that
pretty
look.
well.
Yeah.
Both of them can do that look, and I hate it when
It's
either
really-
of them do it.
It's intense.
It's scary. Laura,
Yeah.
Tun Hook has a question. How does it feel knowing every other character thinks Vex is the coolest and prettiest?
That was so awkward and so awesome. Yeah, Vex is just not that cool.
She's the coolest.
She's the
Yeah.
coolest.
No.
Draw me like one of your Vex girls.
Yeah, right? I think it's really great that everybody called her like so cool, and then the minute she was by herself, she was like the lamest of the lame. So yeah, she hides it well.
Same.
Skywalkered that pretty well. I mean, like, you know, it was
Oh, yeah,
awkward
that's
and
a good-
fumbling, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
got done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ended up the hero of your own story. Sure. Taliesin, Echo India wants to know, were you planning to scry on Scanlan from the very second you asked for the scrying eye, or did it occur to you the last
Good
second?
question.
Yes,
wanted
I
to
was
know.
planning the entire time.
You were?
Yes.
God
I was
damn,
trying
that
to figure
took
out.
me by
I've been trying to figure out a
surprise.
way to get the scrying ball for about 3 weeks now, and I was like, oh, look at that.
Opportunity
Yeah.
presented.
So I just went for it.
I want to know so bad.
I do too.
I do too.
I do too. Do you,
Yeah.
How about you tell us
never
tonight?
know.
A Talks Machina exclusive.
No.
There's no such
I
thing.
know. I'm just
I was
asking.
about to
no
say,
way.
yeah, I was about to tell you tonight at Dive Bar exclusive, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But like,
All right.
Oh, Dive Bar
Deal.
exclusive. Name of Talison's band performing tonight at the Troubadour.
God, I could. Oh.
Ninja Pseudo has a question for
Not
you,
the
actually.
For me?
Genghis
Okay.
Cohen.
Okay, that'll do. Such
The
an LA
mint.
joke. Thank you.
A million voices cried out at once with your Scanlan Night Talks moment. Was this thought out before or improv?
That was not thought up before. I think I just, in the moment, we had, like, I had leaned over to Travis when, like, everybody was having that, but Vex is so cool. And then I was like, if he comes back to us, we should just have just be talking about Vex and how amazing she is. So we were kind of talking about that, whispering side to side. And then that just came up randomly. I don't know, I was just thinking about it and I was like, what if I talk to Scanlan at night and that's so depressing and just guilt trip him even more?
That was
Just make him feel
Yeah.
just so bad about it.
Twitch
It was
chat.
so
Make
good.
Sam feel so bad is the goal.
Yes, that's the goal.
That's my goal.
I think also because I wasn't here for that game, I feel like there's still so much when he left, when
Yeah,
Scanlan
yeah,
left.
yeah.
I feel like there's so much that I didn't get to say that maybe I would have said. I don't know. I just feel like I have like a lot of resentment.
I feel like if you had been there, it would not have gone down the same way. I feel like Sam would not have been able to do what he did with Pike, like looking
That
at
would have
Scanlan.
been tough.
Do you know what I
Ooh,
mean?
That would have been.
It would have
Because-
changed the dynamic
They
a
would have
lot.
changed the
Certainly would have.
dynamic
He
a
felt
lot.
bad. Like he was like
wouldn't
after
yell at Pike like that,
after
right?
he was like yelling at me, and like we're all crying and everything. Like the minute the show was done, or as soon as we went to break. Yeah, as soon as we went to break, he got up and like ran over and gave a hug because he was like, I feel so bad. And we're like, so I mean, I feel like if you had been in like there, he wouldn't have even been able to keep going.
Wow, I agree.
Who knows? I've sometimes, like, when I watched it, I feel like he was just, like, had such a, he wanted to do that.
It was very clear.
Oh yeah.
I feel like maybe it would have gone down differently, but I still feel like he would have left. But
Yeah. He would have
like-
left, but I think
Yeah.
maybe his approach
knows?
to
It
would have been
talking to
different.
everyone would have been a little different.
Maybe.
Or maybe he would have pulled you aside and just had a talk with you on the
Yeah.
side, you know.
Or would have burned that one even harder.
Or burn that one even
Yeah,
harder.
which really makes a lot of
Kinda
sense.
like
with
you do-
direction.
no.
Kind of like
he would
you
be
do with the.
unforgivable if he had made Pike cry like that.
I agree. Well, let's move on to sadder topics.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Laura,
Yeah.
we have a couple of questions here from CD88. First is
Okay.
for you. What was Vex thinking when her duties as Grand Mistress of the Grey Hunt were explained to her? How did it measure up to her expectations? Also, please give Trinket a big hug for me, which is perfect because there's a little huggable Trinket right there.
do that right now. I mean, honestly, the duties of the Grey Hunt were kind of what I had thought they were going to be.
It's what I was hoping they were. I didn't really think it through.
Yeah.
And then you called me on it, and I kind of bullshitted something together, and
Yeah.
then Matt kind of ran with it. So
It
that was
worked
cool.
out.
Yeah, no, that worked out really well.
Yeah.
I will say I drove him to the airport the next day for the
Yeah,
con.
what did
and,
he say?
And well, we just talked about it. It wasn't even. It was just that we were really pleased with the way it went down.
Oh,
it was really.
was he?
We both were.
I was so worried after it went down. See, this is my thing. Here's my problem that I have. Might be jumping the gun on future questions.
Who cares?
I'm not sure, Brian.
Give it to me. Lay it on me.
So when I'm the kind of gamer that if I play Mass Effect, when I played Mass Effect 3, spoilers, I'm not gonna give, when I play Mass Effect 3, you're given this option, right? And you come to this point, and if you choose one way, you get fucked by the other side. And if you choose that side, you get fucked by this side. And there's no way you can play it. I tried 20 times. There's no way you can play it that you won't hate yourself for one of these decisions. And that's how Matt made me feel with the end of the Grey Hunt.
Yeah.
And so I went home and I was like so upset. I like cry myself to sleep over those kind of decisions because I'm like, I did it wrong. There's so many other ways it could have gone.
Right.
But like Travis was like, there's A and B and C is failure and you still did one of the A and
True.
B. you
I
know?
agree. I agree completely.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, don't.
But-
I mean,
But I mean, that's just how I am. That's just how I am. Like if there's another option, you find out there was another way you could have done it. I'm like, I was the same way with Sondor.
right. But a lot of it too comes down to stuff you can't control, like dice and like Matt's dice and different
Completely.
things
I mean,
like
I
that.
tried to talk and I failed. So.
Yeah.
You started talking, you took off, and you needed a trophy.
Well, he took off. When he took off, he didn't like. He wasn't like nodded again and then like backed away and went to leave. He like jumped away angrily, and then at that point, it's like, you've got this dude who is very violent right next to the city that you're trying to protect, and if he doesn't acknowledge the fact that you said you're gonna leave, then you got to take him down
Yep.
because.
Yeah.
And he's mad he just got
Yeah.
beaten by some badass lady in all
I mean,
black.
come on, and a cute bear.
Yeah.
He could have gotten amazing massages, but instead, he fought.
Decided to.
Yep.
I thought.
A question that has reached
something
us all at
else.
some
What
point.
did you
Go
think?
ahead.
I thought, for some reason, because like when we went to go visit, or when you went to go visit, what is his name? Who had the stuff in the closet? And he pulled out the
R. Kelly?
scroll to tell you like what the.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for that.
I know who you're talking about. Fuck, why can't I remember his name?
I
right
can't
now?
remember his name either. I'm not
And
even trying.
he was very vague with what it was.
Yeah.
And there was a part of me, I don't know if I should even say this. I, for some reason, thought it was going to be like some weird proposal.
Oh.
But Travis and I both were like, is he
Yeah.
going to like propose to her out there or something? And then like when we saw like the creature came out, I don't know why I was thinking that. You guys all probably think I'm stupid.
No.
No,
So
that,
they
that,
had-
that is taking like the over like I feel like in our friends group the proposals have been getting more and more ridiculous, and that would have
Yeah.
been like the next meta level of like
Yeah.
craft paper proposals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proposals.
And then like when the creature was out there, we were like, oh, okay, no,
Yeah,
this
no.
is a real.
Oh no, she's really
She's gonna
hunting.
fight it.
She's
really
She
gotta
could
fight
die. This is so not what we thought.
I love that
Yeah.
you were rolling and failing to meditate while rolling dice, like failing by
I
percentage wise.
know.
That was brilliant. That
Yikes.
made me so
Yeah.
happy.
Well, let's move on. We're going to get to more of the Greyhound
Yeah,
later.
cool.
Taliesin, question from the same person that asked Laura a question a minute ago.
I
CD88.
thought they only got one, but okay.
They
Yeah,
used
no.
to, but this episode we have extra questions. What made Percy decide he wants the earring and Gatestone back from Scanlan? Is he afraid he might further alienate Scanlan if he asks for them back?
Yeah, okay. I'll talk about this one.
As much as you're comfortable. I mean, is Percy
no. This is.
currently,
I feel like that road is at least temporarily closed at the moment, so that's fine. Yep. Percy's got abandonment issues, and he had somebody that he thought he trusted, like, kind of poke him in a really bad place and like call him on a bunch of shit that whether or not it was fair or not, really he took to heart. And then he found out that guy was lying and doing a bunch of really sketchy shit. And Percy's got some anger issues.
Yeah.
He's got really serious anger issues.
Bit of a teenage asshole, would you say?
Bit of a teenage
Don't say that ever again, please.
There you go. Just a pinch of a teenage asshole.
No.
Teenager who
Sure.
happens to be
There's
an
one for you.
asshole. I don't understand
I
what's the
know.
problem, Laura.
I get, yeah. Every fan I meet who remembers that one is always fun.
Oh, I'm sure I don't help by bringing it up every episode of Talks Machina.
Yes, you do. My goth posse will be here eventually to deal with that.
Praise God.
Thank you, dear. Yeah,
Yeah, so
no,
you're pissed off.
he was just trying to figure out, like anybody who's angry, you're looking for an excuse, and he was trying to figure out what he was going to decide was reasonable to be angry about. So, as anybody with anger management issues, it's always the like, you dropped a fucking dish. Ah! So it was like, yeah, we needed those. Those are ours. So give them back.
Is Percy good at managing his anger?
No.
So
he thinks he is.
He thinks he is.
Oh yeah, he thinks he's totally calm and collected.
What are some ways that he could improve?
Therapy, which I don't know if it exists
Yeah,
yet.
does it?
I know.
I'm
like,
sure
I
Matt
think.
would be an amazing therapist in game.
Yeah. Well, a game is therapy by its own.
Yes,
but
that's true. Yeah.
I think that weirdly, like the only thing that would exist in this world like that would be like spiritual counsel, which he will absolutely not do.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
He's left on his own to figure out his anger issues.
Yeah, he's kind of by himself, and you helped. Like if you talked me down, I would have if I was trying to kind of see if I was going to get either your vague permission or help.
Yeah. And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, so
And I'm sorry for that.
and no, it's okay. And there are things that I saw that if I'd seen slightly different things in the mirror, I wouldn't have even asked. I would have just gone, and I had a plan, and I would have taken everything back. So
Wow.
Well, I totally gave him the Gatestone.
I know.
I did that.
Yeah, his power set would have been really useful in that water.
Yeah, I know.
Really would have.
I know.
And Percy knows that too. And Percy was
know.
really not helpful in that water.
Man.
He's feeling really guilty about it and has to put that somewhere. So he's
What's he gonna put
putting
it
it
into?
on Scanlan.
Speaking of, Ashley and Taliesin, Schneeland wants to know, both of you gave impressive displays of how your characters deal and struggle with Scanlan's departure from the group. Was that something born solely out of the moment, or would you say Vox Machina feels incomplete without him? I mean, that's obviously obviously you guys probably feel incomplete, right? At least 2%?
Yeah.
There's an aspect that's definitely missing, but Sam's still there, and that helps.
It's true. Sam's still hilarious.
And still Sam.
I do notice that because Liam was saying in one of the games that I played, I think the first game that I played with Terry, and we had some stuff that we were doing, and then he was like, oh man, old habits die hard. Because you just naturally, I think I hadn't played as many games with Terry, so I kept almost forgetting, and then, but
It's only
I
been
think
5
for-
years of him playing
I know,
Scanlan.
right?
What could you possibly?
yeah. But it's definitely, I mean, I'm so sad about it. I feel like I was saying earlier, I feel like Pike has a lot of resentment for him not being there, and
That combo is going to be interesting, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to build it up too much. I don't know. Maybe in the moment it'll happen, and I'll, just not say anything.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I think people think we think this through way more than we do.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't have.
Yeah.
I know.
They should know by now. We have no plans. We suck at
No.
plans.
We've kind of even stopped trying on a certain level.
We have, which is
We're like,
so
yeah.
sad. There was a moment at the beginning of the last episode, though, before we started playing, and Sam was talking, and I totally thought it was Scanlan. I
Oh,
thought
right.
it was going to be Scanlan in that episode, and for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah.
Sad.
I want him back.
I want him back.
Laura,
Yeah.
question from Pivot Veto,
Yeah.
Private Veto.
Okay.
I want to say private.
Okay.
If Percy had told you the Render was a creature of protection and not evil, would you have approached it differently?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
You would have?
Definitely. I mean, I
So-
wouldn't have just run out there to try to kill it if I thought that it was going to be something that I was supposed to look after or would have looked after us or whatever.
What would you have said?
Oh, I-
Greetings.
Greetings, gray thing.
Are we on the internet?
Yeah. No, that was one of the things. It was like, why couldn't I have known that? Why couldn't I have known that before I went out?
It's not necessarily a creature of protection. I mean, like
No, I
that's-
know. He still would have wreaked havoc. I mean, that's one of the things they do. They destroy things too.
Yeah, they're neutral.
Yeah.
They're just natural. They're
Yeah.
you know.
But I would have approached it differently. I would have tried probably to talk to him before I attacked him.
Exhausted all other resources.
But
It was a 14-foot tall raccoon. There's only so much you can do. The things are just they're adorable, but they're just going to eat all the livestock and
gonna destroy
tear up
things.
your.
He's gonna-
It's
he's gonna
going to
just-
ruin your
Destroy
backyard.
the land.
open every trash bag. All of them.
If you see
He
the-
destroyed a tree.
I mean, he threw a tree.
Yeah.
That thing is
He's reckless.
powerful.
Yeah. Poor tree.
God only knows what that
How many
river tastes
creatures
like now.
were
That water's
living in
probably
that tree
completely-
that he
Yes.
killed while
Yeah.
he was trying to knock me off of a broom?
baby birds.
Baby birds.
There were baby birds
Squirrels.
in that tree.
Squirrels.
Tree's like, what did I do?
Lizards.
Just been trying to grow.
Probably a
I mean,
tree
that could
snake.
have been like Sentry. He probably had a personality, that tree. Mm-hmm. Just destroyed.
Well,
Should see Matt
did
trying
call
to
your
get a tree.
congressman and complain. Call whatever PETA for trees is. Make a complaint.
Trita.
Tree people.
Trita?
Yeah, tree
Trita.
people and
Trita.
co-working.
I get it. Let's give away some free shit, shall we?
Free shit.
Each week, you critters capture moments from the show, make hilarious and/or awesome gifts. We like to feature some of them for our gift of the week, Denise.
Gift of the week.
Yeah. This week's This week's gift of the week was sent in by Tess Schatz, aka Lady Kima, on Tumblr. Let's take a look, Denise.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speak of the sadness.
Nobody.
Travis's face is
so
my
good.
favorite.
Oh.
Hey.
Thank you to everyone who submitted. Congratulations to you, Tess, for that. You will be winning this Critical Role 8-Big mug designed by Mark Abernutty
Abernethy.
and a How to Dirt a Dirtus pin.
How
How to do this?
Moving on.
Signed by the Critical Role
Oh, yeah,
cast.
we'll sign it. Signed by the cast of Critical Role
Yeah.
and another guy.
Some random dude.
Question for Taliesin.
Beep, beep.
Yes.
Taliesin Duralby wants to know, what is Scanlan for Percy right now? A part of the family, an old friend, or somebody he used to know?
Dun, 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 dun.
Why is Percy angry with Scanlan? Is it because he left, or is it because how and which manner he left?
I covered a bit of that, but
Someone's
I'll.
very concerned about this.
Yeah, no, it should be, but like, dude, burn some bridges, man. I'm like, I feel okay with a little bit of anger in this direction.
So what's the biggest offense to you? Leaving the group? Is it hiding?
Leaving.
Why is he so angry? Like, what's he angry about? It's leaving.
It's leaving the group, abandoning his responsibilities, and especially like in the really. Everyone forgets he did some really sketchy
No, he
stuff.
did, right
got
before
really
he went there,
sketchy.
yeah.
The rest of us also have to deal with the crazy and dying and people shooting and blasting us with magic, and he gets to be the one who falls apart. It's very much like the little brother who didn't leave the town and Get Out is just like, oh, that guy,
Right.
look, how dare he be happy
Yeah.
and calm? It's not cool.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's happy and calm. Is that what you
yes.
saw?
No, not
Oh.
necessarily.
He's happy.
No, but he had his daughter, and he's going to go do that. I'm not going to tell you what happened.
You're not going to
until
get it
later
out
tonight.
of him.
I feel like I would
feel
almost
like
be angrier if he was just happy and calm.
Yeah,
I feel like
the audience knows, and
Is
they
he
know
like,
that I'm like, I'm not
is
going to
he
tell
like,
you.
Was he like totally high? Was he like on drugs?
He was literally actually on stage performing a road company of Comfortably Numb, like the whole Pink Floyd The
He was
Wall.
with Buffalo. He was with
Yeah.
Buffalo Bob,
Solid.
Wild Bill
that's right.
Hickok. They
'Cause it
were
was-
performing.
the audience. I forgot that the audience,
The audience
was in
knows.
on it.
Yeah, you are the
So
only,
everyone knows except for us.
except for you two.
I feel like they've been really good about not telling us either.
Yeah, no, they've
you
been
guys
pretty
have
good.
been good.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Ashley, question from Schneeland from earlier.
Okay.
This is a long one, but stay with it.
Okay, I'll stay.
Pike sometimes seems conflicted between taking the caring role she assumes most of the time and the grog-like way of just doing whatever feels right in the moment, including smashing things / opponents. Had Pike been to hell, do you think there would have been a risk of her attitude shifting towards the latter?
Maybe. I know that. Didn't you guys have to do like Constitution?
We had to do
saving
wisdom
Yep.
saving throws.
Every
Wisdom
night.
So there's a
saving
chance
throws.
that your alignment would shift while you're there.
That would have been. Once I heard that, I was a little bummed that I didn't get to play that game, just to see if Pike's alignment would have changed. And just being in hell, because it's possible. I feel like I always roll so bad sometimes that it's possible that I would have left hell and been like, oh, I'm bad, you know, or like,
And like so separate from Saren Ray while you're there.
yeah.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because in the beginning of our home games, I had such a struggle with being the good character. Because I was like, I want to do bad stuff. It's like that, what's that video about that kid that stole the car? And he's like, I just want to do bad stuff with my friends.
Right.
You know? You know
Catch
what
me
I'm talking
outside, how
No
about that?
idea.
No,
I'm like
it was
flashing
some
an
kid. It
Eartha
was like
Kitt
old
song at the
YouTube
moment.
where he like took his car, hood rat stuff with my friends.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like 7 years old, and he was just like, I just want to, you know, go to McDonald's or something. I don't know. Could be. I think I sort of struggled with that in the beginning, but I think as time went on and we sort of all found our characters, and especially once we started on the stream, I was like, oh man, I couldn't imagine Pike being any other way, or not playing as the cleric, or.
Next game, you're just gonna be like one of the girls from like Crybaby, from the movie Crybaby,
Totally.
aren't you? You're just gonna
Yeah.
be
Ooh.
motorcycle and leather
not
pants.
too
That would be
far
dope.
off.
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah.
Yep, 92. What was going through your head during the meditation and the Grey Hunt battle? I mean, we already kind of talked about some of this. Anything
much.
else you wanted to add?
No.
Me neither. Taliesin, this person wants to kill me.
Okay, cool.
Vex, Vax, Vox, Vix wants to know,
Oh.
Vex, Fax, Fox, Fix.
Evil.
how much of the details / specifics of the Grey Hunt was you and how much was Matt?
None of it was me. All
Okay.
of it was Matt. My entire contributions to the Grey Hunt were coming up with the title the week before I said it out loud, and just not having a chance in that game to say it out loud. And then during game, I literally was sitting during the game and like wrote it down and then put it away for next game. And then when I got called on it by you like 2 games ago, and just what I pulled
Yeah.
out of my sleeve, and that was it. And then
Out
that's
of your sleeve.
that's why I sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it?
And that's literally my. I trust Matt to have fun with it. That was the entire conversation.
Yeah. Well, we're going to follow up with another question for you. Laura, you answered the next one, so we're skipping you. Goodbye.
Lame.
It was about what was your decision to shoot the Grey Render after it appeared to be leaving like it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Taliesin, you seem very stressed
Yes.
during the Grey Hunt,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
particularly toward the end. I think he was stressed. He looked a little nervous.
I was kind of curious what was. I didn't actually think you were going to die necessarily.
Was that a possibility?
Sure,
I was at 10 hit points.
I was going to say, how far did you get down? Yeah, you were at 10.
but I mean, the man knows how to build a very scary test. Like it's nice.
Yeah.
But I was more worried that you were going to fail and then have to come back, and like that would
God, I
have
would
been
have felt
weird.
like a loser.
You would have felt terrible. I would have felt terrible.
How would you have
been
reacted
worse.
if that's how she would have
He
done?
would
I
have not
don't
been as
even
attracted
know.
to Vex anymore. He
I would have never looked you in the eye again.
Yeah,
I would have been-
exactly.
I'm kind of curious what that would have meant,
It's
though.
like finding out that your boyfriend or your girlfriend is like really not talented. Like they, they like play you a song that they wrote and it's like terrible, and you're like, oh no, I'm dating somebody else.
Yeah.
And you have to pretend like you like it.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's
No,
great.
It's
really
fine.
good.
It's fine. It's fine.
This
You'll find your audience.
this question we already answered, but just so everyone knows, Rugs of Die wants to know how long before you guys watched the scrying segment to see what happened. You did
Not gonna
not.
watch
Neither
it.
of you have not.
I haven't watched it.
Not gonna
I'm
watch
not
it.
gonna watch it. Yeah.
That's the second time that I've made a cast on Geek and Sundry leave the room in like the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Somebody
We did
asked
it.
that. Sarah Goldax, how excited were you to do 2 reverse whispers on 2 different shows?
I couldn't believe it happened. It made me very happy. Like the other game's different because I'm kind of an agent of chaos in that other game, so I'm given a lot of metadata specifically to mess with the other players in like a way that is fun for them.
Yep.
That was nuts. I didn't know that was going to happen. So
That was awesome.
That was so good.
It was fun because it takes so long. There's so many of you. Let's give away some more free shit, and then we'll get to the rest of the questions. We have some more questions, but let's give away fan art because I'm going to get to this. In addition to our gift of the week, you fans send incredible fan art from moments during Critical Role. We like to reward you for those as well. It's time for fan art of the week, Denise.
fan art of the week. Fan art of the week.
This week's winner was sent in by Carlos Ruiz, aka Kai Ruiz _. Let's take a look, Denise.
Oh my God.
Look at the Keyleth pose. So
That
cool.
is so rad.
That's
Beautiful.
Yeah.
what?
I want
I
a
love it.
poster of that.
That Scanlan is so good.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you for submitting, Carlos, and for all your hard work. You will be receiving this Babinga Dice Vault
Babinga.
from our friends at Wormwood Gaming. Thank you, Wormwood Gaming. Check out their website, wormwoodgaming.com, or at Wormwood Gaming on the Twitters.
Slow
Boom.
zoom. That was awesome.
Put your dice.
Magnets.
Babinga.
Really intense magnets.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
serious magnets.
I always test them and like make it go as far away as possible till it goes.
I always put my metal dice on the magnets so that they're like
Ooh.
stuck in the place that I want them to be.
Good idea.
So I always have my gill dice stuck to one of the magnets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who submitted. Don't forget to send your fan art and gifts to submit@toxmachina.com, new email address, submit@toxmachina.com, and please include how you'd like to be credited if you win with your entry. Saves us a little bit of time emailing back and forth.
How to
Let
do
us know
it.
how
How
you'd
to
like
do
to be
this.
credited. Okay,
I'd get
up
drunk
next, Ashley.
Yes.
You may not answer this, but let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Caroline Hope Jackson on Facebook wants to know, if Pike had the chance to say one last thing to Scanlan before he left, what would it have been? Would Pike have considered leaving with him?
Whoa.
Oh my God, would you
Wow.
have left with Scanlan?
There's so many wheels turning right now.
Um,
I
that
think she would have too.
when I finally watched that episode, that was something that crossed my mind. But again, I don't know because like we've been saying a lot of the times in the moment, we just do something.
It's so different.
It's so different when you're in the moment.
there, yeah.
I don't know. Some stuff came up obviously when I watched the episode, and I sort of made a mental note that if I ever got to talk to him about it, I would say those things. But again, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. You know, whenever we get to see him
Right.
again, what will be said.
Right.
And if a year has gone by, maybe that anger has gone away. Maybe it's gotten worse. I don't know. We'll find out when
How long
that
has he
happens.
been gone as of now, before the year?
Only like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, not long.
Laura,
We're on that boat.
it's gonna be interesting when he gets back.
Boat 911.
Boat 911.
Scullery Plateau, Laura. Mm-hmm. Which does Vex think of more as home now, Grayskull or Whitestone?
Whitestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was doing that without even realizing I was doing it in the game, where I would go, let's go home. Oh shit, I'm talking about Whitestone.
Interesting.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ashley,
Yeah.
question from Duralpi.
Okay.
Interesting. Moving on.
Does Pike feel somewhat guilty for Scanlan's anger and departure because she and Percy pranked him?
Yes. That is something that I felt so bad about because we were just having so much fun. And I think I just never thought he would be mad at something like that. Of all people.
Yeah, I agree that I won't say Percy felt bad about it because I think he knows that if that's not where it came from, and that if he had woken up and been glad to be alive, it would have been great. But he woke up and that was not where he was.
That's not where he was. Yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad for sure. Yeah.
Question from the Netherlad. Now that there's a time skip, what are each of you's hobbies? Each of your characters' hobbies? For Percy, we know that he's a bit of a bookworm. What do Vex and Pike like to do during their time off?
I think they do a lot of baking together.
So much baking.
So much baking.
They've opened up a bakery.
Yeah, in Whitestone that's
And just selling all of the cupcakes.
donuts, just galore.
Here, hold on.
Woo! Take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Anarchy.
So, Brian had some bad food, and he's been a champion this whole entire time. So guys, my buddies, I think it finally hit him. So hey guys.
Oh man, he was such a champ.
He was such a champ, he almost made it all the way through.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so, let me see where we're at.
We were talking about our hobbies.
This is a hard job.
22, Bubbles Lovejoy.
Okay, Laura and Ashley. Oh, me. As one of the only girls I know that plays D&D,
Yeah.
I get a lot of crap. Do you? How do you handle it?
You know, do you get any crap for it? I feel like I didn't play a lot of D&D. I mean, I didn't play any D&D before we started this game, right? So my exposure to what this world was our circle, is our group. And it was so
Same.
filled with girls that I didn't think
Yeah.
anything of it. And I think, I feel like that diversity just adds so much to the gameplay.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like this is the only, for both of us, this is the only game that we've ever known.
Yeah.
And it's been great. And I'm bummed that you get a lot of crap.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's not acceptable.
It's unacceptable. Next up, we have. Oh man. Weary writer. This is for Taliesin.
Oh wow.
As far as I can recall, there has not been an on-screen conversation between Percy and Cassandra about his relationship with Vex.
No, there has not.
Have
Can
there
we
been
assume?
off-screen?
That has just happened off screen, or does she not? I can't read. Does she not officially know? If she doesn't know, why do you think Percy hasn't told her?
Well,
You're sitting on Trinket.
I am sitting on Trinket. Trinket's doing wonderful things to my lower back.
Has this
There we are.
been something that you've thought about?
I actually have thought of it. I kind of have like a basic understanding of this family dynamic, and I think people think that we're much warmer, that the Rolls are much warmer people than they really are. And I think it would just be like really, he doesn't ask her what she's up to. And I mean, like they don't talk about these things. I think she probably suspects.
Yeah.
Especially at this point now that you're titled, just like that's an odd thing to do. But we don't. We you
don't
know
have that type
we
of-
don't really have that kind of family. We're good people. We love each other, but we never. We've probably said it out loud lately more than we've ever have in our lives before, just because.
Yeah.
Life and death.
It's cold and we live in a castle. For God's sakes, I mean it's
Right.
Yeah.
It's a that it hasn't really come up, but I don't think.
Cassandra is no vax.
No.
Yeah.
No, and we were not super friendly when we were children either, so she was a brat.
I feel like Brian does this a lot.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
doing.
The impersonation is
Spot on.
Next up, we have Sandurf 90. Question for the mistress of the Grey Hunt.
You never
Hey,
get.
that's me.
You never get Baroness of the Third House, do you?
I know.
So-
But I'll take any of it.
Oh yeah.
For the first time in their young lives, Vexalia and Vaxildan. What are words? I don't know what they are, because they're not fitting in my mouth right now. Will be spending. Let me start this over. My boyfriend is very talented. For the first time in their young lives, Vexalia and Vaxildan will be spending quite some time away from one another.
Yeah.
Do you think either of them is ready for that, or will Vex get restless?
God, I mean,
That's a good question.
hey.
Sorry.
Scoot, back down.
Someone, false alarm. Someone said the cops were here to get me.
Had to make a run
Gotta
for
run.
it.
Gotta go.
Thank you, Max.
Hey, babe, I vamped.
She was
And-
so.
Did you ask the
Great, I have
questions?
I realized that your job is very hard.
Oh, would you let Twitch chat know and Reddit too?
I did.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you.
I don't want to do that ever again.
Okay.
You got a little.
Oh,
you
you
got a
went-
little pink there, Ash.
Did I get red?
Yeah, you got a little red.
I got embarrassed. That was so stressful. That was so stressful.
Was Denise kind to you?
Denise
really
was very
sweet.
kind and supportive. Thank you, Denise.
Where did you tell them I went? I missed it. What happened? Did you say
I said that,
bad?
that I might have given you some bad food. You had to make a run for it.
Bad food.
And you've been a champion.
Okay.
I'm not like you that I can think of something funny really quickly on the spot.
Oh, like
Hey,
me.
you know what?
Pretty funny. I don't know.
At least it didn't like explode out of you like on camera.
That's true, but I was nursing her back to health since the day she got back,
my
and now it's
fault.
my turn to tank. No, it's not your
Shit,
fault.
Are you sick?
No, but
No,
I
she was when she got back from the New Yorks, and I
Yeah.
nursed her back to health all week because
No.
obviously my meal ticket. So just in time for me to tank. It was weird. It was 2, 3 today. I was fine.
Yeah.
4 o'clock happened. I just tanked. Yeah.
I don't know how you've made it this long.
Well, you know how?
I'm really
How?
impressed.
I can't say. It's an experimental medication that I just threw up in the
So
bathroom.
we're on Mistress of the Grey Hunt question.
You're back up.
You went. Wait, did you ask yourself?
We've done 2 questions.
Did you ask yourself, I am Percy's bad news question?
No.
No,
we
we're not.
got
Okay, we got through that one. Okay, hold on. You asked. That's great.
We haven't done these yet. We're on 24.
We're on 24? Uh-huh. Okay, here we go. 24. Question 24.
Which was
Sander F90. Question for the mistress of the
Yes.
Grey Hunt.
yes.
For the first time in their young lives, she already asked you.
She did
Okay.
ask.
Get restless.
She did.
Okay.
Let's hear the answer at once.
Do you think either of them is ready for that, or will Vex get restless? I feel like, God, they have not been away from each other. And I don't know if that means that this year, I guess that the year that passes means that they've been away.
It's up to you guys.
Fuck.
How much thought has gone into this next year on your guys' front?
Nothing
Nothing.
yet.
I've had a
Nothing.
bit, but
I
I'm
mean,
that guy.
We gotta think about it. No, I feel like, I mean, this past year of gameplay, we've been building up to Vex and Vax separating. You know, they've been kind of going off and kind of not necessarily growing apart, but growing into their own people with everything that's been going on. So it makes sense that suddenly, you know, they're able to step away from each other and be their own people, which is very important in, you know, any sort of growth. But
It's sad.
but it's super sad,
Yeah.
and I don't know how she'll deal with being on her own in Whitestone without him just around. Even like that comfort,
Yeah.
that blanket of knowing that that person that loves you the most is close by.
And the closest person to you that has your back, right? I mean, everybody's
Yeah.
got your back, but who more than him,
Right.
really, though?
Right.
Yeah. Well, this is for everyone from Tiamat ZX. How psyched are you about the upcoming one-shot? And how do you feel, Taliesin and Laura, knowing that the insanity that happened when you last traversed Liam's crazy world has only just begun?
I'm so psyched.
I'm so excited. excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
I have
The
no
minis
idea
are so
what he's gonna do. The minis are so great.
I know what he's
Super
gonna do.
cool.
I know what he's gonna do.
And
He showed me.
And we get to watch Mercer play, which I have not seen
I'm
Matt
so
Mercer.
excited about
Yeah, when was the last
play.
time you? Because you were probably the only other person is to really play.
The last time I saw him play a game has got to be, oh my God, hold on. Like other than like, but like as a player in like a normal.
We played in. It was a one-shot. That sci-fi game
Oh,
Oh yeah.
where we were all in the jumpsuits.
Yeah, you guys did the jumpsuit game.
Yeah,
That's right. I'm
yeah.
trying to remember what that was. I watched it, but I don't remember the name of the game.
Paranoia.
Paranoia.
That's what it was.
thank you,
so
Courtney.
he never played. He didn't play in the other games.
No, because him and
Or
Marisha were out of town, so it was just me and Sam and
I gotta-
Travis.
I gotta watch
and
those
Tom.
games.
We're
Yeah.
the only four that were playing.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's really,
I can
it's
get
it's
caught up.
in
I
fact,
don't know what-
it's only one episode. It's great. You should watch it. It's amazing.
He
Wait,
did a
weren't there-
really good job.
There's one.
There's just one.
There's
Just
just
one. Watch it. Oh my God.
Because
Okay,
you're
okay.
amazing.
You- yeah, no,
in it.
you
He
need-
brought
you're-
you
you're
into
in
it too. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, you gotta see it. It's important.
Okay,
Yeah, last
okay.
time I remember him playing was like one of Satine's like games way back in the day.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. He does
Oh,
Eric's
that's
show.
true.
Play with me though.
Saxiel from.
I was thinking of D&D, like actual
the D-
D&D though, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
not like a weird, not something
Yeah.
else.
I
but
kind of
like,
want to wear the same outfit we wore last time, so it feels like a total
oh God, I
continuation.
gotta look it up. Yeah.
What, you remember the outfit you
I
had on for
remember,
that
'cause-
episode?
yeah, because there was
I think
fan
you're
art,
right.
and they put us in our own clothes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh dang.
That's
Okay.
cool. Well, we should watch it.
We should watch it. We'll watch
yeah,
it.
we'll watch
Yeah.
it. I saw it because I love the Conesies. I love Conan. I love that he put Conan and
Conesies,
Andy in the game.
O'Briensies?
Yeah. Hey, Taliesin.
Yeah.
Ray Vaughn wants to know, Percy has been weary of leadership for a while, but now he has reached a point where he wants to help run Whitestone. Will his penchant for tinkering and his paranoia influence how he shapes his home?
Yes. Oh, they probably want more.
Well, I mean, if there's more, if there's not.
Yes. You know, I don't know if he's paranoid. I don't think it's paranoid to be a little wary of people. I think he's delighted anytime he's proven wrong. But yeah, the tinkering is definitely there's going to be some tinkering. So.
You said he's delighted whenever he's proven wrong. Why?
Yeah, because it's nice for the world. And I'm a big believer in this too. This is something Percy and I have in common, which is that if you not necessarily expect the worst, but expect something to kind of, you know, fall apart, then it's really delightful when it doesn't. Then you're like, oh, that's so nice. The world didn't crumble. That's lovely.
Yeah.
People were nice. They weren't terrible.
Right.
That's great.
No, that's a good. That's a
Yeah.
good-
No, I'm constantly delighted by the world.
That's a good outlook to have.
That's a very good.
I think it's a
Thank
great
you.
outlook to have. Ashley Gabby Lacono wants to know, how difficult for you is it, RP-wise, to have Pike attend big events like fighting Ryshawn and Thordak, but you not really experiencing it yourself? Have you rewatched the episodes so that you know how to RP or talk about them?
I try to rewatch as many as I can, and sometimes I'm not able to catch, like some of the games where I knew I was going to be playing on a Thursday, I don't have time enough to catch up. So sometimes that's why you'll see where I'm just like a little bit confused as to what's going on, or like constantly leaning over to Laura, like, what's going on? What does this mean? Trying to be quiet and not distracting.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird going back and forth. I don't mind when like they were RPing or Matt was doing it, because sometimes I feel like they know what's going on better, even if I were actually playing in the game. Where they're like, we'll probably make a better decision in this moment.
That's absolute bullshit.
Not entirely true, but you know, they know what's going on a little bit better than I do some of the time. But yeah, I don't mind when they do it because they all do it so well.
Yeah.
And but I think I just obviously I just miss being there in those moments where I'll
Yeah.
see it and I'll be like, oh man, I wish I could be playing, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. And
And you're here now.
I'm here now.
For the next several weeks at least.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Taliesin. Young Seedling wants to know, Percival lives among several high-powered legendary heroes, similar to the likes of Batman. Has he devoted any time to coming up with contingency plans if any of them were ever to go rogue?
Yes.
Ashley.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
No.
Okay.
They're in the room.
Damn it.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Percy has emergency plans if anybody
Contingency
of, like,
plans.
especially after that one possession run with Grog.
Oh yeah, that
I was like,
bad.
okay, if that ever happens again, I want to know how to deal with any of you
So
people.
you know how to take us all down?
I know how to do it if I have everybody else's help if one goes. I don't know if I could do it by myself because I'm just a guy with a machine that usually works at least 1 out of every 8 rolls.
What if Vex went vampire?
What
Would
if
you
Vex
go
went vampire?
Would you go vampire with her?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I go werewolf.
I paid $10 to watch that. For sure.
Wait, no. That's weird.
Watch that on cable. Ashley,
Yes.
Aegis of Ages wants to know,
Okay.
do you feel like you'll deal with the time skip easier since you are used to coming back to the game in wildly different circumstances than when you left it?
Well, I hope so. I think I just need to sort of figure out, and I'm sure we all will after sort of the one shot, where all of our characters will be in a year. I've thought of some different things, but I don't really. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, I think maybe we'll all be in the same boat, sort of starting fresh and new,
Yeah.
sort of. So I won't feel so out of place, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. What's gonna suck is like if we start and I'm like, dang it, I don't like what I chose, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that's something that you deal with in
No
game
heads
also.
up from Matt on the year later thing.
No idea.
Yeah, because I was here
Nothing.
Thursday night and everybody gasped. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
No idea.
He kept that one pretty close. I went
Yeah.
through his emails. I've been to his house 2 or 3 times. Never
Because from the
found.
beginning, how long has it been since the arrival at?
Oh,
At Crickhammer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
something else.
Like not even a year.
Nikki or Andrew
It's
or
been
Steve
like-
would be
It's
able
been
to
over
tell
a
us.
year, 'cause
It's been
we've had
over a
several
year, I
Winter
think.
Crest.
Oh, we
Winter's
had
Crest.
that's right. We've had one Winter's Crest. We've had one Winter's Crest.
I feel like Matt said it and I forgot.
I think it was only like 6 months.
I feel like he said 6 months.
No, I
was a
feel like
really-
it's been over a year.
No, I don't think so.
6 months or so.
Yeah,
6 months or
because
so?
it was
Okay.
a 6-month jump right before we started the stream. That's when we built Grey Skull Keep. Mm-hmm. But before that, it had only been like a few months in game.
That's right.
It's crazy. So like the amount of time that's like passing is the amount of time we spent together already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy.
So a year is a long time.
Yeah.
To be apart.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah, it's
That's a
okay.
lot.
Well,
Yep.
you have
That's a
a
lot.
week and a half to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley, Jessica Johnson, no relation, wants to know. I assume no relation. Oh, wait. Hold on.
What?
Go back. Denise, 29. There was a second part of Ages question. Laura,
Oh.
Vex doesn't talk much about being a ranger. Does she have an affinity for nature aside from her connection to Trinket?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's not the same way that that Keyleth has it or anything, but she would prefer to be outside, you know. I think she is like growing accustomed to being part of whatever Whitestone is for her, but you know, she's more comfortable not being around people, I think. Which is crazy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get that.
She puts on an act for sure when
Yeah.
she's around people. She's a lot more awkward inside than she lets on.
Same.
She's so cool.
She's so cool.
She is so
Cool.
But like many cool people inside, she is wrestling with demons.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
Ashley, in Pike's backstory, Wilhand is named her great-great-grandfather, and we know he raised Pike. What happened to her parents and grandparents? Does she have other family?
Yeah, we're probably not going to get to that in game. I don't know, maybe we might.
Well, don't spill the beans.
I kind of don't want to spill the beans in case it happens in game.
But there is a story there.
Yes.
There's
for
a
sure.
reason why it's the
Yeah.
great.
Well, a lot of I know kind of, we talked about this when we had the character introductions. Like her last name, Trickfoot, her family are from the Deep Gnomes. And they're kind of, Deep Gnomes can be a little sketchy.
Did you already
So,
talk about the hair on the show, or you haven't?
I don't know.
I don't think you did. Tell them.
Oh, we were talking about this the other day, she didn't know. That when we played it, before Pike died, her hair was black.
Yeah.
But when she died, it turned white. So she used to have black hair.
Yeah. With like a purple streak in it, right?
I think there might
I
have
feel
been some
like,
purple.
yeah,
in
there
it.
was a purple streak, the way that you like talked about her at home.
Yeah.
I feel bad for not remembering that, but she would get home at 5 in the morning from your guys' home games.
Yep.
and
And then talk to you for an hour.
I
about
would
what
talk to me for an hour, and I'm like, I
Full
don't
of
know what's
brie and-
happening.
happened. Full of just so much.
Like
Brie
potato
and
chips.
honey.
Oh, it was so good,
Brie
right?
and honey. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get to it in game. If we don't get
If we
into
don't
it in
talk
game,
about
then
it
I'll
here.
talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was the talk eventually that once the game is done and done, that we're just going to
Yes,
sit here and
stuff
spill
that
every
wasn't-
bean.
All the
Yes.
beans.
All the beans being spilled.
Plate of beans.
We'll do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Ah,
And you guys must stay awake. Well, you'll wear diapers like that lady who drove across the country. Taliesin,
yeah.
Child of Luthien wants to know, Percy broke his honesty streak by scrying on Scanlan. What does it mean for
honesty
him
streak?
to be falling into old habits?
It's not an honesty streak, really. It's just a period of not being caught lying, which is
Yeah.
Absolutely
great way to
different.
put it.
But that just
It's
goes
not-
to show, like, everybody thinks you're Percy's way better than, people think he's way better than he is.
He's very specifically just good enough not to irritate people enough to know that they shouldn't hang out with him. which is still, in my opinion, the worst kind of people, who are the ones that are just good enough that you don't quite tell them to leave you alone and get away. They're just
No,
like,
Percy's
they're great
great.
80%. He's great 80%, but like it's kind of part of the charm is that he's not great. It is part of the charm.
great.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Makes arrows.
Yes, he does.
He's really smart.
He likes you, so that
really
helps.
cool glasses.
Well, not anymore. He doesn't.
Well,
I'll make new
someday.
ones.
Well,
That's
you'll
gonna
make-
happen during the years.
Yes,
yeah,
you'll
you'll
get
make some
new
badass
glasses.
ones. Okay, we have time for 2 more.
Okay.
This is from Gray Mask. Nope. Let's ask this one. The Instagram, but it's spelled Graham.
Instagram.
If you were talking to your younger selves, how excited would they be about your jobs right now?
Oh man. Like what?
Wow.
Well, Ash is doing the same thing her younger self was doing.
This is
so
true.
pretty much.
Oh,
Taliesin,
not
you
our
too,
characters.
kind of. I think they mean in real life.
I think
He's
other,
alive.
other than my younger self being like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" I think he'd be really into it.
Yeah, he'd be into it.
I think they'd be very happy.
Yeah.
They would be very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Very stoked.
Well, if you're listening from the past,
Which I am.
hey, last question. This is from Cold Tauntaun. And I want each of you to answer, beginning with Taliesin and working down the couch to
no.
Ashley.
Okay.
For all, what will your blurb on the back of Terry's book say?
Oh, jeez.
And with that, he put the questions down and waited for their answer.
What would
Wait.
which blurb? Like your what would your blurb?
About it would be like an endorsement of
An
Terry's
endorsement
book.
for
Like
Terry's
this
book.
book is filled. Like for my book, they were like, "Do not read this. This man is a convicted
very
felon."
easy.
Right.
A fascinating addition to the Audubon Chronicles of Iman. The most precise description of birds that anyone could hope for. 5 stars.
Yes, excellent. Laura.
Don't believe the lies.
Vex. Yeah.
Maybe I enjoyed the artwork in particular. Great read, but even just the artwork is fantastic by the late and great artist,
Yes.
the latest and the greatest, Dodie,
Dodia.
someone whom we used to know.
I know. He'll be back in some form or another.
Yeah.
Dodie 2.
Dodie 2.
Even I came back to the show that I left. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Make sure to send in your questions via Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. If you're on Twitter, use the hashtag AskToxMachina. Also, don't forget to send in your gifts and fan art for our weekly contest to submit at toxmachina.com. If you're on Alpha, stick around for Tax Machina in the Dark. If you're not, we'll be back. TX Machina. If you're not, we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. I would like to thank my co-hosts, Hashleaf Godson,
that's good.
Floral Gravy, and Allison Daffy. We'll see you next week. Until then,
Floral gravy.
don't forget to love each other. And don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Good night, guys. Go throw up again. Hello, Alpha friends. We are back. Talks Machine in the Dark. We have questions from the Alpha chat for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For Ashley. This is from
Okay.
Grilled Bears.
Okay.
It's spelled like Bear Grylls. Maybe it's him.
It
Big
could be.
fan of the show.
Big fan.
Ashley,
Big fan of Critical Role.
if Pike had a companion like Trinket and Dodie, what would it be?
Probably like a, I don't know how this would work. Probably like a baby seal.
Okay. Okay.
Or like
you
a
could wheel
little,
him around on a cart.
yeah, or like a little red panda.
I was thinking red panda.
Or an owl.
An
Ooh, an
owl.
owl.
Snow
He's
owl.
so good
Ooh,
for
an owl.
Pike.
Yeah, probably a little
Dope.
baby snow owl.
Oh, that's a good one.
And he'd be so big on her
I
shoulder.
I have a fan art request now suddenly.
Okay.
I always liked that all the Strawberry Shortcake characters had little animal characters that were like their pets. I think we all need like little animal pets.
Oh my god.
And dealer's
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Just
People can decide.
yeah, I want to see what they do for making our little Strawberry Shortcake animal pets.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Feel,
dope.
Yeah,
I feel like
no.
probably a little owl maybe.
All about
Little
Strawberry
owl.
Shortcake.
Yeah.
Hey guys, shipping question.
Okay. From Boats Boats.
1.5 elves.
Boats.
Boats,
911.
911. 1.5 elves. To everyone, shipping question. Is there anyone you'd like to see Cassandra with?
No. Oh.
Spoken
No.
like a true brother.
I don't know.
Well, that's fine. She'll die alone.
No.
She will die alone.
She'll meet someone wonderful.
Yeah, she's an independent woman who don't need no man.
Word.
Kashan. Sorry. There we are. No.
Taliesin Ruzgofdi. Excuse me?
Ruzgofti.
Ruzgofti.
Ruzgofti would like to know.
Denny's like, it's me.
They think there's a there's a point in correcting my mispronunciation. Taliesin, do you have anything up your sleeve for what Grog's title will entail, or will that be all Matt's doing?
I genuinely haven't thought about it at all. I'm now that you've said it out loud, I'm having thoughts, and they're all ridiculous and kind of mean. In my dreams, it is just like the worst, most comical, like Shriners Convention initiation.
Yeah.
Like as Shriners
Yes.
as like tiny
Cats
car and
abound.
Fez as I can possibly
Oh
make
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
Tiny car and Fez. and whipped cream pie in the face.
I'm
Just
so on board
like
for
a
this.
like a 1930s college hazing. Like
That'd
just the
be
worst.
So good.
Oh no.
I want it.
You're gonna
Oh,
think
no,
about
what?
it now.
Are you about to throw up again?
Hey, cool.
This is cool.
Okay.
T-Boys says, no, I'm not going to throw up
No.
again. I had a lovely chat at the grocery store today with the little kid and his dad about our love for Critical Role.
Aw.
It made me wonder, how do you feel about having young kids watching your show? Conflicted,
Well,
I would say.
Conflicted.
I was raised on a healthy dose of foul language and adult themes. So, and while it's arguable, I understand. I feel like I turned out okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean,
Agreed.
an argument can be made in either direction. That's perfectly fair. But yeah, so like, but as long as the parents know they're watching, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
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 There's no right way to raise a kid.
It's true.
Just a lot of less wrong ways.
Yeah.
We're all going to be angry and want to write a book.
Yeah.
And if it makes them want to play,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Or watch Deadwood.
I watched Deadwood.
Maybe wait till they're 30.
Yeah.
My family would have totally let me watch Deadwood. It's kind
Yeah,
of
Wow.
same,
Yeah.
same.
Our kids will be watching it before. That's how they'll learn to talk. Their first word will be grandiloquence. Hey, Ashley.
Hey,
Smacaulay230 wants to know.
okay.
Can you talk a little bit about the differences in role-playing your character in D&D versus a TV show? What kinds of different challenges and advantages do they offer?
Well, I think for one, it's Critical Role is not scripted.
What?
Newsflash.
What?
So I think
I should stop sending in manuscripts, trying to get hired.
Please let me be in the writer's room.
I have so much fanfic.
It's, yeah, I would say that's just one of the biggest differences is this is improv and that's scripted and something that, you know, we get, obviously have the storylines and the scripts in advance. So that's something that I'll work on for a couple weeks before we shoot it. And then this is just right on the spot.
Yeah.
You move
So-
around while you're filming Blind Spot.
You
and
move
here
around.
You sit in a chair.
Yeah, you sit in a chair and then you're kind of just sitting next to everybody, just like, should I go?
Yeah.
Should I?
Yeah.
Do you want to say?
Should I not look at them
Yeah.
while they're doing this
Yeah.
particular moment?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot where I'm always like, when you guys have private stuff,
Yeah.
I want to watch. But if I'm right next to you and Liam, I'm always like,
Oh. I
shouldn't-
know.
I'm not there.
Yeah,
It's hard, yeah.
Not looking at Marisha is always the like.
It's difficult.
Yeah, do.
Yeah.
But I think
I'm gonna
it's
write
not.
notes.
This is improv and not scripted.
Yeah. You say. PMC Frost wants to know for all, what's your favorite spell besides one from your class?
Is this all of us or?
It says for all.
Ah.
We'll have to call the others.
That's not from your class.
I don't know a lot of spells.
Besides one from your class. So is there a
Chromatic orb is really
That's
cool.
what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
Chromatic
So
Spray is
cool.
pretty cool. Chromatic spray. I'm sorry,
Chromatic
chromatic spray.
spray.
I knew it was in there somewhere. Yeah, you know, I just miss. I played a wizard before this game. I miss prestidigitation. It was just so useful, just being able to like Gandalf stuff.
I don't have that spell because I can't pronounce it.
Prestidigitation.
No, I can pronounce it.
Because at the Magic Castle, there's the parlor of prestidigitation.
That's true.
Prestidigitation.
Well, because it will be funny, Taliesin and Laura, Sun Without a Shadow says, what Taylor Swift song do you feel best fits Percy and Vax's relationship?
Taylor
Vex's
Swift
relationship?
song?
Ooh, I feel like I'd have to delve
I don't
in.
know enough Taylor Swift songs.
I only know the ones I like, and that's a
Wait,
short list. Oh God, I don't know. I don't feel like we're really a Taylor Swift
I
couple.
don't feel like we're a Taylor Swift kind of couple, but maybe that's the.
What do you feel like you would be?
Well, I put a song on my playlist for us. So
Yeah.
I put a Dead Milkmen song, which I felt was really appropriate.
Yeah.
Apprope.
So
What did I put for us? Oh, that's Will You Be My Fucking Boyfriend?
yeah,
That was mine.
And
that
then I put Punk Rock Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. This is from Alec in Action. What is something that nobody has ever asked you about your character?
What's her shoe size?
What does Percy smell like?
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder and grease. A little bit of grease, but like not like.
But like
not-
better.
One or
Like,
two?
and also like scented oils, you know, because he likes to take like
Yeah,
fancy
no.
baths.
Yeah. There are fancy baths.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Sandalwood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sandalwood.
Sandalwood grips.
Sandalwood and gunpowder. That's nice. That's an
I wonder
episode
what
title.
Pike would smell like.
I mean, what's something that nobody's ever asked you about
I
Pike?
know, I'm
Myrrh.
thinking.
Who's her love interest?
Never been asked
Never
that.
been asked.
Never been asked who she is secretly in love with. Can't
Well,
wait for
what
that
about
question.
this? What about a Hell Monster saying, if you guys were on Survivor, who would win?
Who would be the last one standing on
All
Survivor?
your characters were on
On
Survivor.
characters on Survivor, not
who
us.
would win?
That changes things. Grog would be the first to turn to cannibalism, so there's
Grog
that.
would be dangerous.
Grog would be dangerous.
Feeling Grog, weirdly.
Oh, I feel like Grog though, like after he wouldn't survive though. After he killed everyone, Grog would just be like, and like not be able to like do much.
I feel like Pike would win. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because she can just heal herself, and then Grog, even if he would turn to cannibalism, he would never eat Pike.
That's
This
true.
is so
That's true. You'd be the last
And
one
then
left.
He would probably just. I don't know. Pike probably would not let him die. Pike wouldn't
I
let
feel like he
anybody
would
die.
drown in a
We would all
puddle.
live. Pike would just keep healing everybody. I don't know.
Backtrack.
Backtrack, Pike.
We actually, all of us, if we were on a desert island, we would all survive, to be fair, because all of us have enough skill to be.
We're all
Yeah.
survivors.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're really good
Keyleth
at
can make
this.
plants that are edible and
Keyleth can make whatever she wants.
Yeah, we'd be fine.
could filter water. Everything's fine.
I hear I can hunt a little bit.
little
Disaster averted.
Hey guys,
What?
Laura,
Who brought the toilet paper though? That's what I need to know.
who brought the toilet paper? Vex, Vax, Vox, Vix is back.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
I'm gonna read this question the way it's written.
Okay.
All right.
What the tattoo on your rest mean? What the tattoo on your WREST mean? What the tattoo on your rest mean?
It's should I say it?
If you want to.
No.
There's a group of ladies.
Yeah.
We all got.
What is that?
We all
Show it to
got-
Denise
we all
again.
got
You did it
some-
too fast, Ash.
Y'all got some turts?
But I got mine on Mapenga.
Yeah, look at that.
You know.
They're
We
they're compasses.
just needed, you know. Oh, sorry, I just hit my microphone like a lot while I was doing that.
It's okay.
You know, it's just because we love each other so much.
Now, did you guys get those in jail?
Yeah.
We sure did.
You
Yeah.
did? A couple of jailhouse
It was
tats?
Yeah.
crazy.
That's fun. So, does the NSEW stand for someone or something? Is it perhaps like
Well, we each
Yeah.
have a direction.
Netherlands,
direction.
Yeah.
Sweden?
Netherlands. I am Norwegian. No, I'm
Scandinavian.
not. I'm not.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We each had a direction.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We're almost out of time. If the next episode, this is from Ben Meets World, a lesser known Disney show. If the next episode was staged as a Vox Machina high school reunion, what do you think each of the characters' superlatives would be?
I don't know what that means.
Taliesin?
I know what it means. I just don't know what it means in context.
Courtney?
Most likely. To
Okay.
Blah blah blah.
We had a saying. We had a saying.
Okay.
We had a saying when I came up. When someone used a big word that you didn't understand, I would say, or we would say, "I know what that means. Prove to me you do." So what would their
If Taliesin didn't know what it meant, I would just say that's not a real word. Then.
exactly? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I have plenty of
Wait,
friends
so
who.
say the
who-
question again because I got
So if you guys
distracted
were in
by
high
the word.
school, who would be most likely to, or best, or
Like
My,
most
my,
likely
my
to
head was at
succeed,
prom
sort
for
of?
some reason, so I was like trying to put that
Yeah.
together. Okay.
Who would get most likely to succeed?
well, what would Vex be? Most likely to sort of kill a guy somewhat great in the woods later on? I mean, what would she be? Most likely to be class clown? Most likely to be
Definitely not.
a hoarder who probably should share? I mean, what
Yeah.
what best
Ooh.
hair?
Hair.
for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like Pike would get best legs.
for sure. They're so shapely. They're the best.
Shapely?
Shapely.
Oh, Shavely.
Yeah.
Shapely?
Man, I don't know.
Vex would be like most likely to. Yeah.
I thought I would just have like 15 president of chess club, president of like just a series of
President of
like
Alchemy Club.
yeah. There wouldn't even be a most likely. It would just
Yeah.
be like president of yearbook club also, which is why most likely to help publish the yearbook would be. Sadly.
Did you guys get anything in, what were you in actual high school?
I genuinely don't remember because by the time I got to that point in high school, I no longer gave a flying fuck about it. I realized I had already seen the game and like realized that life was,
Beyond.
I was done. I was
Yeah.
so done.
Yeah. Grog is in the yearbook of Derek Zoolander's School for Kids Who Can't Read Good.
Yeah.
He's most likely to still not be able to read.
Just most likely not to know what this means.
Yes. Most likely to never read this. Yeah. Well, Thank you for joining us
Read this.
on Talks Machine in the Dark.
And stuff.
Next week, more health, more wealth. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.